Another machine at the soft drink factory from example 1 is set to produce bottles of lemonade with a mean volume of 1,500 millilitres and a standard deviation of 3 millilitres. Quality control regularly tests samples of 64 bottles to see if the mean has decreased, as that is the most common fault seen with this machine. One test batch has a mean of 1,499.3 millilitres. Test at the 5% level whether the mean has decreased. So, our null hypothesis here would be that the mean is 1,500. Because we're looking just for decrease, it's going to be mu is less than 1,500, and we're testing at the 5% level, and with this form of alternative hypothesis, that is a one-tailed test. In other words, we're going to need all 5% at this end. Now, rather than finding this value and using a critical region here, we're going to do this one with the p-value. So what I'm going to do first is work out z, which remember is x bar minus mu over sigma over root n. Now here that is 1499.3. Take away the mean, the assumed mean of 1500, divided by 3 over the square root of 64. So let's calculate that value of z. So 1499.3, take away 1500 over 3 on 8 gives us negative 1.86 recurring. So what we want is the probability of z being less than negative 1.86 recurring. So we're going to use normal distribution. You should have an app something like this. With my app, I can put in negative infinity as the lower, but you can just use like negative 1,000 or some big number that's a long way away from the actual mean that you have. And in actual fact, for this one, because we're using z, the mean is going to be 0. Just put a big negative number in there and that will be fine. Our upper value is the value we just had, which is negative 1.8, and just put a few 6s in there. Note that we're already set up for standard normal, and OK it. And that is 0.03097, so that's 0.03, if we round it to 4 decimal places, 10. Now, that's our p-value. So we know that that value would be here somewhere, such that going this way is approximately 3%. And therefore it's in the critical region from our p-value. So we would conclude that we have evidence to reject the null hypothesis at the 5% level, and would conclude that the mean is now less than 1500.